What's up, guys? Welcome back to Rip City Rundown. This is a bit of an emergency episode. We just got the big news about Damian Lillard. He is getting surgery for his ab injury. It was reported by Brian Windhorst and Woj. We each all got the notification within the last 20 minutes. We quickly hopped on a call, and we'll be talking about it, the implications of it, and what it means for the Blazers. West, how are you feeling about this news that has just broke?
I'm not too surprised, honestly. In fact, as much as it sucks, I think the season has become, I think expectations are lowered with how the season's going to play out now. So I'm okay with this news. Actually, I want Dame to get healthy, especially because of that detail where it was like since 2017 or 2018, he's been dealing with ab discomfort at the very least, probably more serious injury than that. So I'm happy that he's getting surgery. I'm glad Dame made the choice to get the surgery because, in the past he's probably been like, no, I'm fine. I'm going to will our team to another play-in 8 seed. But I think Dame is starting to understand that, he's not immortal and he needs to get surgery like this when he needs it. So I'm okay with it as much as it sucks.
Cody, what was your initial?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good for us as a team. Dame has been struggling this year a lot, especially in the beginning. It was really rough in terms of his shooting percentage and stuff. And I think it's safe to say that this is the reason why is because of this ab injury. And I think now, if you were to get a surgery, I feel like now isn't kind of the best time just because of how bad of a record we have right now. And, he's been missing games here and there throughout the year. So I think in the long run, it's the right decision. And, yeah.
I'll be interested to see how long it is because obviously in the tweet, it does say the procedure isn't expected to be season ending, but that is still to be determined. So it's not 100% not season ending, but it's more likely to not be. I'll be interested to see how the Blazers do that. I would think, like you were saying right before we hit record, West, that we're just going to run it with the team we have right now. And if we are in the playoffs, because this team is still good enough to make a plan, if we are in that scenario, then you could see Dame coming back if we end up making the playoffs. If not, that means we get our pick back. We have a lottery pick. It's a lottery protected. So that's kind of the battle you face as Blazer fans. Do you want to get the pick or do you want to make the playoffs?
Yeah, I saw that I think we could do something similar to what the Warriors did when Curry was out. I think Curry played the last 10 games that year. I think Dame Dame would be healthy, I think, around then. Now the question is there even a point him playing the last 5 to 10 games when you only have 30 wins?
Another tweet as we're recording this came out from Chris Haynes, gives more of a timetable. He goes, Portland Trailblazers star Damian Lillard will undergo surgery tomorrow to address his abdomen injury and will be reevaluated in 6 to 8 weeks.
That's it.
Reevaluated doesn't mean he's coming back, but
no, but
that's not as long as I thought it would be.
That is 6 to 8 weeks. 8 weeks is 2 months. So you're getting towards your past the All-Star break. You're in the middle of March at the earliest.
Mm-hmm.
And the playoffs, if we got there, would start the following month. So yeah, I think that's normal. 6 to 8. When you put it in weeks, it doesn't sound as much, but we're already kind of in the thick of the NBA season here. So I would not be surprised if he's out for the rest of the year if our team continues to struggle.
That actually is nearing the end of the year because 8 weeks, that would put us in around
middle March.
And that's just reevaluated. That doesn't mean he's coming back. So
yeah, exactly. So yeah, I could see him doing something with Curry where like Curry did come back the last 10 games, but yeah, I'm not sure.
Cody, you saw the team recently without Dame. How do you think we looked?
Yeah, I went to the Nets game. Obviously, we'll talk about the games on the podcast, not to get into too much detail, but it was probably, I would argue that was our best game of the whole year because of how good our defense was and how our shooting percentage and just everything about that game clicked. And obviously Dame didn't play that game, so that would be the squad we were rolling with in the future this year. Obviously CJ will come back. I'm not sure when, but I think if we want to get a playoff spot, we can easily actually, but do we want that? That's just the question.
Yeah, and the other thing too is the team that's been playing the last 3 weeks has probably been the worst possible team we could throw out. Larry Nance is still a player on this team. CJ still a player on this team. Norman Powell has kind of just fell off the face of the earth the last week just because of protocol, so no one's been talking about him. We still have a lot of guards. Like, we're just missing, a arguably top 10 player in the league. He did have his struggles this year. Dame did. But, yeah, like you said, I think that in the long run, this season will be very we'll look back on this season as an important one because young guys got playing time when otherwise they wouldn't.
Yeah, I'll be interested to hear what just the aftermath of this news is, because obviously initially everyone's like, oh, it's cool, lost season, we'll move on. But I mean, with the way the team's playing right now, I wouldn't be surprised at all if we end up in the play-in, which
I was watching the press conferences from Anthony Simons and Rocco, and obviously like Rocco's been his name has popped up in trade rumors. Simons not so much, but they like a lot of the media will be like, so you guys just understand like this season, might not mean much, but like Simons and Rocco, they're like, we want to win games. Like, our goal is to go out there and win. So right now, the Blazers are still going to play hard. If we lose, it's not going to be because we're just punting on the season. It's going to be because we're actually bad, which is fair because you're without your superstar.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, other than the news we've initially got, that's all we have. So, is there anything else you want to say about the Dame injury? I mean, it's kind of inevitable at this point.
Yeah, one thing I will say is now that Dame is out, Simons will definitely have to step up. Simons is capable. We've seen it the last 2 games. I actually saw on Twitter earlier, just for all you bettors out there, Anthony Simons' most improved player is sitting at plus 26,500 odds, 26,500. So you bet $15, you get a payout of $3,990. So
wait, what are the odds again?
26,500.
Oh, okay, that's a lot bigger than I thought. Wow.
Yeah, so very little odds. Now I don't know if that's current.
I don't think that's current just because he's still only averaging like 13 this year.
Yeah, so again, that's just the broader like topic there is that Simons is going to step up and he's going to improve his trade value and improve his game by game. And I will not be surprised to see him, if you started the season now, average like 23 from here on out. Not obviously with the start he had.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Simons is and the other thing is like Simons, Nas, even Trenton Watford. The best part of the season is like being able to watch these guys develop and just kind of I feel like it's kind of nice to take some pressure off of like wins and losses. I think I saw this on another podcast. I'm not sure which one, but they were talking about how like, it's just nice to not have so much pressure and die with every win and every loss. You can just watch the game for what it's worth and have low expectations. It's kind of nice.
It's been nice.
So that's all I got.
I mean, 3 things are going to happen. We're either not going to make the playoffs, or we're either going to make the playoffs and Dame's not going to play, or make the playoffs and Dame is going to play. I mean, you can't really go wrong with either option. I guess I wouldn't want to make the playoffs and Dame not play. I feel like that's the worst option. But yeah, the team we have now, we're going to try, and they're going to do their best as young players to get better and get their trade value up. So, I guess we'll kind of see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll end it with saying, get well soon, Dane. Hope you aren't out for as long as it says it's going to be. Hope you get back healthy. Hope this puts an end to the ab injuries and that we won't see this linger any longer in the future. So That'll be it, guys. We'll see you guys in our next video. Peace.